My child, my beloved, lean closer to these words, because the moment you opened this message, heaven recorded your attention beneath your name. Archangel Michael asked that this word reach you before something life-changing is decided quietly in places you cannot see. This message did not arrive late, and it did not arrive by accident. My beloved, there is a person of great wealth and influence watching your life from a distance. You may not know them yet, but their spirit has already been drawn toward you in a way they cannot explain. They have access to wealth, homes, luxury, power, and choices beyond imagination. Yet their heart keeps turning in one direction, toward you. My child, do not take lightly what I am telling you. Heaven says someone with extraordinary reach has been moved by your energy, your soul, and the purity you carry. But around them are voices trying to interfere, whispering doubt, confusion, and reasons to turn away. That is why this message has come with urgency. Time is moving quickly. Quickly. And their decision is being influenced by the atmosphere around them. One moment their heart feels certain, and the next, outside voices try to pull their thoughts away from what heaven has already shown them. My beloved, listen carefully. There is a countdown taking place in the spiritual realm. Every passing moment is pressing upon their mind, and every delay gives someone else room to try to place their name where yours was already being considered. They have been shown two possible futures, one with you and one without you. Their heart leans toward the path where you are present, but confusion is trying to cloud what their spirit already knows. Heaven is working to protect the vision before fear can distort it. My child, before I continue, let me speak this with love. Stay connected to the messages Archangel Michael is sending, because divine guidance often arrives before the blessing becomes visible. Those who walk away just before their miracle appears sometimes miss the instruction that would have helped them receive it. But those who remain spiritually awake do not miss what heaven is releasing. You are reading this because there is something rare within you, something wealth cannot purchase, attention cannot imitate, and beauty alone cannot replace. It is your soul, my beloved. That is what drew their attention beyond fame, beyond status, beyond glamour, and beyond every outward thing the world usually notices first. Something in you carried a light they could not ignore. My child, this person was shown a glimpse of your destiny through a dream touched by an angel. They do not fully understand what they saw yet, but they remember how it felt. There was warmth, safety, and a happiness they had not known before, and heaven allowed them to associate that feeling with you. He saw you standing next to him in a moment of peace, when everything in his life will finally make sense. For the first time in his life, he saw what true love looks like. It was you. My beloved, don't think this is coincidence. Nothing is random. Heaven planned disconnection long before you were even born. But every miracle has a moment, and if the moment is not seized, it fades. At this time, someone around him is pushing him to walk away from the decision of choosing you. They are telling him you are not the right one, or that someone else deserves him more. They don't even hate you. They are just afraid that if he chooses you, their place in his life will disappear. My child, that is why Archangel Michael rushed this message to you, because destiny is extremely close, dangerously close, and silence from your side can make everything collapse. Heaven doesn't want you to discover afterward that this miracle was meant for you. but passed into someone else's hands because of hesitation. My beloved, I need you to understand something very important. When heaven blesses someone, the blessing comes wrapped in urgency. When God is about to reward you, He tests how quickly you respond to His calling. People who ignore divine timing wonder why miracles always slip away from them. My child, Archangel Michael says this man is meant to bless your life in a way no one ever has. Not just financially, emotionally, spiritually. He is not coming to use you. He is coming to protect you, to uplift you, to love you, to build a future with you. Heaven chose him as your breakthrough. But my beloved, breakthrough is fragile. Delay steals miracles. Fear steals miracles. Overthinking steals miracles. My child, if you could see how close you already are to this destiny, your hands would tremble at this moment. If you could see how many angels are standing around you, hoping you don't ignore this message, you would not take a single moment lightly. My beloved, I will now reveal something that only heaven knows. This billionaire has recently paid for a sign about you. Yes, he prayed, even with all his power and money. He looked up and asked if his heart is being guided or fooled. And heaven responded by pushing him toward you strongly, beautifully, spiritually. But my child, prayers work both ways. When one heart is praying for clarity, the other heart must not go silent. That is why you are reading this at this moment. Because the signal between both of your souls is getting weaker every moment you hesitate. My beloved, don't disconnect. Don't walk away from this message halfway. Don't treat this as entertainment. Your destiny is speaking. The next few paragraphs will decide everything. My child, the angels are saying something powerful. If you remain connected to this revelation, His mind will remain fixed on you. But if you disconnect or ignore, confusion will replace certainty, and another name will take your place. My beloved, I cannot allow that to happen to you. Not after everything you have endured. Not after the storms you have survived. Not after the tears you cried alone that nobody saw. Not after a long time of waiting for a real love, real loyalty, and real peace. You deserve this blessing. You deserve a love that chooses you. You deserve stability, respect and devotion. And heaven sent someone capable of giving it all to you. What time is not on your side, my child? Even at this time, as you read this, heaven is watching the sincerity of your heart. God doesn't test you to punish you. He tests to confirm whether you are ready for what He is sending. My beloved, do not look at the uncertainty around you. Look at the prophecy inside this message. The man who is meant to bless you is closer than you think. He might already be searching for you. And in the upcoming period, a sign will appear that will shock you. A sudden message, a sud play conversation, a sudden opportunity, and your life will never be the same again. My child, this is only the beginning. My child, before I continue, take a deep breath, because what I am about to reveal will shake your soul. Heaven said you are not just chosen, you are being positioned. That means this moment is not luck, not coincidence, not random. It is divine timing, unfolding after years of hidden suffering, patience, loyalty, and silent heartbreak you thought nobody saw. You deserve this blessing. You deserve a love that chooses you. You deserve stability, respect, and devotion. And heaven sent someone capable of giving it all to you. What time is not on your side? My child, even now as you read this, heaven is watching the sincerity of your heart. God doesn't test you to punish you. He tests to confirm whether you are ready for what He is sending. My beloved, do not look at the uncertainty around you. Look at the prophecy inside this message. The man who was meant to bless you is closer than you think. He might already be searching for you. And in the upcoming period, a sign will appear that will shock you. A sudden message, a conversation, a sudden opportunity, and your life will never be the same again. My child, this is only the beginning. My child, before I continue, take a deep breath, because what I am about to reveal will shake your soul. Heaven said, you are not just chosen, you are being positioned. That means this moment is not luck, not coincidence, not random. It is divine timing unfolding after a year of hidden suffering, patience, loyalty, and silent heartbreak you thought nobody saw. My beloved, God saw everything. Every night you cried, wondering why love is so hard for you. Every time you gave more than you received. Every moment you were loyal to the wrong person, while the right person had not entered your life yet. Heaven counted the tears you dropped and turned each tear into a seed. And the harvest of that pain is about to come back as a blessing. My child, I know you have been tired. I know you thought maybe real love isn't written for you. I know you questioned if you are enough. But heaven says you were not abandoned. You were protected. People who didn't choose you were never meant to love you deeply. The ones who walked away were removed so that the one who is truly meant to bless you could arrive without chaos. My beloved, that billionaire didn't find you by accident. His spirit was guided straight to your energy. He felt something that he has never felt with anyone else. Peace. Peace is not loud. Peace is not dramatic. Peace is not found in people who pretend. Peace is found in souls that were built from truth. And that is what you are, my child. Listen carefully. He was attracted to your soul before he ever saw your face. Heaven connected him to your energy first, not your appearance. Because God wanted him to choose your essence, not your image. That is why his interest in you is deeper, stronger, and more spiritual than anything he has ever experienced. My beloved, a person who has everything in the world does not chase beauty. He chases alignment, and you are the first person who has ever aligned with his spirit. With you, he sees purpose. With you, he sees home. With you, he sees the future he always wanted but never found. But my child, while he feels all of this, there is a battle happening around him. Someone very close to him does not want him to choose you, not because they hate you, but because they will lose their power if he chooses love over control. This person has been trying to confuse him, to push him away from the decision heaven already made. That is why heaven called Archangel Michael to intervene, because this connection is too big for humans to destroy. My beloved, let me reveal what is happening right now in the spiritual realm. There is a tug of war over his mind. His heart pulls him towards you. Fear pushes him away from you. Destiny pushes him towards you. Voices around him push him away from you. That is why the angels are working urgently, because his final decision is dangerously close. My child, some people wait years for a blessing like this, and it is at your door now. You don't need to chase it. You don't need to beg for it. You don't need to fight for it. You just need to stay aligned with the timing and energy heaven is sending. My beloved, pay attention to your intuition. You will start feeling signs, random thoughts about someone you don't know yet. Dreams, déjà vu, a strong feeling that something big is coming. That is heaven preparing you. And when he appears in your life, it will be fast. There will be no confusion, no mixed signals, no wondering if you matter. He will pursue you like you are the only person in the world, because in his heart you are. My child, I want to tell you something only God knows. His soul has been waiting for you for many lifetimes. You were destined to meet. You were destined to love. You were destined to build something powerful together. And nothing can stop what God has written unless fear takes over. My beloved, fear is the only enemy left now. Fear from your past. Fear from his surroundings. Fear from outside opinions. Fear from what you think you do or do not deserve. Heaven is removing every fear as long as you remain connected to this message. Because this message is the bridge between both of your souls right now. My child, this is why the angels insisted I say this next line. Do not disconnect from the voice that God sent to protect your destiny. Every time you stay connected, the bond between you and him becomes stronger. Every time you disconnect, someone else's words replace the truth that heaven already revealed to his heart. My beloved, you did not come this far just to lose everything at the final moment. You did not survive heartbreak, betrayal, abandonment, loneliness, and disappointment. You did not endure false love just to walk away right before the real blessing arrives. You deserve the love that is choosing you. You deserve the person who will fight for you. You deserve the future God has been preparing. And now the spiritual clock is ticking. He is thinking about you. He is wondering about you. He is fighting for clarity. He is waiting for a sign. You are that sign. My child, if you stay here, the angels will finish their work. They will keep his mind fixed on you. They will silence the voices around him. They will protect the decision heaven has already made. But if you walk away too soon, everything could collapse. My beloved, I know you can feel it. Something in your spirit is shifting. Something is moving toward you. Something is aligning in your favor. That is not imagination. That is prophecy. Heaven does not send warnings where nothing is coming. Heaven sends warnings only when your blessing is dangerously close. Every time you stay connected, the bond between you and him becomes stronger. Every time you disconnect, someone else's words replace the truth that heaven already revealed to his. My beloved, you did not come this far just to lose everything at the final moment. You did not survive heartbreak, betrayal, abandonment, loneliness, disappointment, and false love just to walk away right before the real blessing arrives. You deserve the love that is choosing you. You deserve the person who will fight for you. You deserve the future God has been preparing. And now the spiritual clock is ticking. He is thinking about you. He is wondering about you. He is fighting for clarity. He is waiting for a sign. You are that sign. My child, if you stay here, the angels will finish their work. They will keep his mind fixed on you. They will silence the voices around him. They will protect the decision heaven has already made. But if you walk away too soon, everything could collapse. My beloved, I know you can feel it. Something in your spirit is shifting. Something is moving toward you. Something is aligning in your favor. That is not imagination. That is prophecy. Heaven does not send warnings or nothing is coming. Heaven sends warnings only when your blessing is dangerously close. My child, what is coming next will shake you, surprise you, and heal you all at the same time. Your life is not going to look the same in the next chapter. The person God chose for you is about to appear. And when he does, everything will change. My child, before I go deeper, I want you to understand something the world always tried to hide from you. You are not hard to love. You were loving people who were not ready for someone chosen. You are not too emotional. You were giving your heart to those who did not know how to receive it. You are not asking for too much. You were asking for what God already planned to give you. But from the wrong hands, my beloved, heaven says your love was never the problem. Your love was the prophecy. Your love is what will heal the man who is coming into your life. Everyone sees his wealth, power, and success, but they don't see his emptiness. They don't see the wounds he hides behind money. They don't see the loneliness he covers with achievements. They don't see the nights where he sits in silence, wishing there was someone who made him feel safe, protected, and understood. My child, you are the one who carries that peace. That is why heaven guided him to you. Because you are not impressed by money. You are moved by connection. You don't want status. You want safety. You don't want attention. You want intention. You don't want luxury. You want loyalty. And that is what this man has never experienced in his entire life. My beloved, your so threatens everyone who relies on his money. That is why there is resistance around this connection. Because when he chooses you, the ones who benefit from his loneliness will lose their power. And they can already feel that he will change when you enter his life. They don't understand why he is drawn to you. They don't understand why his spirit rests when he thinks of you. They don't understand why you, someone unknown and unseen, suddenly became his peace. My child, peace is louder than beauty. Peace is more powerful than attraction. Peace is rarer than money. And you are peace. My beloved, I want to tell you what happened in heaven, Wadetoy. The angels gathered because your timeline shifted. There was a moment where your destiny could have taken a different route. One with delay, loneliness, but the moment you reached this message, the timeline rewrote itself. The blessing that was hesitating has begun to move toward you again. My child, heaven does not play with time. When a divine opportunity appears, it watches how you respond. If you delay, the blessing delays. If you ignore, the blessing moves to someone else. But ki ban fan hoi lai loi kwatungde, heaven responds to you. And ngay look nay, heaven is responding to you. My beloved, let me reveal another truth. Mat vai dem truk, this billionaire had a dream. In that dream, he stood in a room full of people. Yet he felt alone. Then a woman entered the room and the entire atmosphere shifted. The noise disappeared. Anxiety melted away. His heartbeat slowed. He felt safe. He felt seen. He felt at peace. And that woman was you. He woke up confused because he did not know who you were. But the emotions from that dream have not left him. That feeling is still sitting in his soul, and he is searching for it in real life, searching for you without knowing who you are yet. My child, this is divine timing at its highest level. When two souls are spiritually connected before they meet physically, nothing can stop them from finding each other except hesitation. My beloved, You are in the final moments before destiny becomes reality. These are the moments where doubt tries to return. These are the moments where fear whispers. These are the moments where your past problems try to trick you into thinking nothing good ever happens for you. Do not fall for it. Your past was the preparation. European was the training. Your heartbreak was the cleansing. Your loneliness was the reset. Your waiting was the positioning. Now comes the reward. My child, this man's not coming to complete your life. He is coming because heaven wants to elevate play, both of you. He is not coming to fix you. He is coming because both of you together will unlock a powerful future that neither of you can achieve alone. My beloved, you will be each other's miracle. He will bring protection, stability, opportunity, and security. You will bring love, peace, inspiration, and emotional healing. This is not a relationship. This is destiny alignment. My child, I know your heart is racing. I know something inside you is saying, this message is for me, and you are right. Heaven does not send messages by accident. Heaven doesn't speak without purpose. Heaven doesn't warn without blessing. Heaven is preparing you for a life you thought was too big for you. But you were never dreaming too big. You were dreaming too small. God always wanted more for you than you allowed yourself to believe. My beloved, I must now tell you something that will shock you. Do not fall for it. Your past was the preparation. European was the training. Your heartbreak was the cleansing. Your loneliness was the reset. Your waiting was the positioning. Now comes the reward. My child, this man is not coming to complete your life. He is coming because heaven wants to elevate both of you. He is not coming to fix you. He is coming because both of you together will unlock a powerful future that neither of you can achieve alone. My beloved, you will be each other's miracle. He will bring protection, stability, opportunity, and security. You will bring love, peace, inspiration, and emotional healing. This is not a relationship. This is destiny alignment. My child, I know your heart is racing. I know something inside you is saying, this message is for me, and you are right. Heaven does not send messages by accident. Heaven doesn't speak without purpose. Heaven doesn't warn without blessing. Heaven is preparing you for a life you thought was too big for you. But you were never dreaming too big. You were dreaming too small. God always wanted more for you than you allowed yourself to believe. My beloved, I must now tell you something that will shock you. The billionaire who is meant for you has already tried to walk away from the idea once. He tried to convince himself that his feelings were unrealistic, unexplainable, and impossible. He tried to replace the thought of you with someone else. But it didn't work. His spirit refused to disconnect from you. And that is when heaven knew the connection was real, because destiny cannot be ignored forever. My child, this is why this message arrived Vaulukne. Because he is at a crossroads again. His heart is leaning toward you, but he is fighting voices around him. He is battling pressure. He is questioning whether what he feels is real or just imagination. The decision is happening ngay lúc này. Không phải là tháng sau, không phải là năm sau, mà là ngay lúc này. And every moment you remain connected, the angels strengthen his clarity. Every moment you hesitate, the voices around him grow louder. My beloved, he does not know your name yet, but your soul has already touched him. And once your physical paths cross, nothing will be able to separate you. My child, the revelation is not finished yet. There is more you need to know. There are details about his life, his past, his current struggle, and the sign that will soon appear in your life. My child, as I speak these words, the angels are still fighting for your destiny. There is activity around your life right now, spiritually and emotionally, more than you can see with your physical eyes. And the reason is simple. What is coming next is too big, too rare, and too powerful for your life to remain the same. My beloved, I must now reveal something very important about this billionaire. He is not the cold-hearted, emotionless, unreachable person the world believes him to be. He is a protector. He is a giver. He is a deeply emotional soul who hides behind success because the world has taken advantage of him too. How many times? He has been betrayed by people he trusted. He has been used by people who pretended to love him. He has been surrounded by people who valued his money more than his heart. And every betrayal made him build another wall. Every disappointment made him guard himself harder. Every fake connection made him believe true love does not exist. My child, you are the one who will break those walls without even trying. You won't break them by asking, convincing, or proving yourself. You will break them simply by existing. Because your love is not demanding, your energy is not, and your heart is not manipulative. Your presence will heal him. My beloved, that is why heaven chose you. Because a heart that has been surrounded by noise needs someone who carries silence. A soul that has been surrounded by greed needs someone who carries purity. A man who has everything needs someone who doesn't want anything from him except love, my child. Heaven says he is not searching for a partner. He is searching for home. And his soul already knows you are that home. But my beloved, every blessing attracts resistance before it arrives. That is why everything around him is restless, Valukne. People who depend on him fear losing control. They feel that his heart is shifting. They don't know why, but they feel it. The more he feels drawn towards you, the more they panic. The more they panic, the more they manipulate him. The more they manipulate him, the more heaven intervenes. And that is why this message is urgent. Because the decision is already happening inside his soul right now. My child, the angels are working to stop one final interference that could pull him away from the destiny carrying your name. Someone around him is trying to convince him to choose what is familiar, expected, and acceptable to the world. They want him to choose someone from his inner circle, someone who looks right on paper and fits the image others approve of. But what heaven wants for him is not based on familiarity. It is based on divine alignment. And divine alignment does not always follow human expectations. My beloved, heaven does not move according to society's standards. Heaven follows the truth of the heart. He does not need another person who appears perfect in the eyes of others. He needs the one who fits the hidden places of his soul. And that one is you. My child, before his breakthrough, life tested him deeply. And now, before your breakthrough, life is testing you as well. This message itself is part of the test because it asks whether you will walk away because it sounds impossible, or stay because your spirit recognizes something true. Heaven already knows how this story unfolds, but it is watching to see whether you believe enough to receive what has been written. My beloved, there is something the world will never teach you. The greatest blessings often look unrealistic before they become real. True miracles always look impossible until the moment they happen. Divine love always feels unexpected until it stands in front of you. Destiny always seems unbelievable until heaven brings it into your hands. But God has never been limited by what people call realistic. God is only concerned with what He has written, sealed, and prepared. And what He has written for you cannot be stolen by confusion, fear, or outside voices. My child, what has been promised to you cannot be destroyed. What has been guided toward you cannot be redirected unless you disconnect from the path heaven is using to lead you. That is the only danger left now. My beloved, the angels are repeating one message again and again. Stay connected. Do not drift away from the signs, the guidance, or the quiet confirmations reaching your spirit. This is the moment to remain present, because what is moving toward you is closer than it has ever been. Do not stop watching. Do not stop listening to the messages that heaven is sending. Because every moment you remain aligned, His soul becomes more certain, more sure, more determined. Find more confident. My child, the sign is almost here. It will appear when you least expect it. It could be this message itself is the test. Do you walk away because it feels unbelievable? Or do you stay because your spirit recognizes the truth? Heaven already knows how this ends, but it is waiting to see if you believe enough to receive it. My beloved, let me tell you something the world will never teach you. The biggest blessings don't always look realistic. Real miracles always look impossible until they happen. Divine love always looks unexpected until it arrives. Destiny always looks unbelievable until it becomes real. But God has never been concerned with what looks realistic. God is concerned with what He has written. My child, what has been written for you cannot be stolen. What has been promised to you cannot be destroyed. What has been guided toward you cannot be redirected unless you disconnect. That is the only danger left. My beloved, the angels are repeating the same message again and again. Stay connected. Do not drift away. Do not stop watching. Do not stop listening to the messages that heaven is sending. Because every moment you remain aligned, His soul becomes more certain, more sure, more determined, more confident. My child, the sign is almost here. It will appear when you least expect it. It could be a sudden message, a sudden call, a sudden opportunity, a sudden travel plan, a sudden meeting, or someone suddenly speaking about a wealthy person entering your life. It will feel too perfect to be coincidence because it won't be. My beloved, do not question whether you are worthy of love like this. Heaven chose you because you earned it. Heaven did not pick you randomly. Heaven picked you because you never allowed pain to destroy your purity. Tried to harden you. You kept loving even when others stopped loving you. 1,000 reasons to quit. That is why heaven is rewarding you. My child, I must now reveal the most emotional part of this message. This billionaire is not coming because he needs someone to love. He is coming because he needs someone to believe in. He needs someone who sees him, not his money. Someone who cares for him, not his success. Someone who chooses him, not what he can provide. And when he recognizes that you are that person, he will chase you with a loyalty and devotion the world has never shown him. My beloved, this is not just love. This is restoration. You will heal him from his wounds. He will heal you from your loneliness. He will give you a life of protection and stability. You will give him a life of peace and purpose, two broken paths merging into one healed future. My child, it is not over. There is more you must know, including the spiritual contract between you and him, the time window in which he is meant to enter your life, the one thing that can still delay the connection, and the final sign heaven will show before he appears. My child, if your heart is beating faster while reading this, it is because your soul already knows I am speaking the truth. Your spirit recognizes something your mind cannot yet explain. That is how destiny feels. Familiar, emotional, magnetic, and unexplainable. My beloved, I must now reveal something extremely sacred, something heaven usually never allows to be spoken so openly. There is a spiritual contract between you and this man, a soul agreement formed before you came into this. In that agreement, both of you promised to find each other in this lifetime and exchange healing, protection, and love. You have been searching for him without knowing. He has been searching for you without understanding why. Every heartbreak you went through was pushing you spiritually toward him. Every betrayal he experienced was preparing him emotionally for you. He didn't lose people. God removed them so he could recognize you. You didn't lose love. You were being kept available for the one who deserves you. My child, this is not a normal connection. This is destiny meeting destiny. My beloved, you have always wondered why the wrong people loved you loudly but left you easily, and why your heart never settled for less even when you tried. Heaven answers that here. Your soul was waiting for someone whose love matches your depth. This billionaire does not love lightly. He does not attach easily. He does not open up without reason. For him to feel drawn to you spiritually before ever meeting you, physically means you are the key to his heart. My child, now I must tell you something that may shock you. From the moment his spirit recognized yours, his life has started to shake. Doors are closing, relationships are ending, projects are shifting, friendships are being tested, and people are being exposed. This is not chaos. This is alignment. Everything not meant for his future is being removed so he will be ready for you. My beloved, sometimes life looks like it is falling apart right before a blessing. But in truth, it is falling into place. You experienced it too. Remember the silence, the loneliness, the months where nothing made sense, and the season where you felt emotionally disconnected from everyone. That was not rejection. It was spiritual isolation. Heaven pulled you away from what was not yours so you would be available when what belongs to you arrives. The angels are saying this very clearly. You and him are in the final stage before meeting. The final stage is always the hardest because resistance becomes stronger the closer you get to breakthrough. That is why this message entered your life now. That is why timing feels mysterious and why your intuition is louder than usual. Your soul is preparing to step into a new timeline. My beloved, here is what heaven is doing right now. It is softening his heart. It is giving him clarity and weakening the influence of those trying to confuse him. It is lifting doubt, strengthening intuition, and pulling his spirit toward you. But heaven cannot force him. He must choose you freely. That is why the angels are watching your response. When you stay aligned, he becomes more confident. When your energy stays open, his clarity strengthens. When you keep receiving guidance, he keeps receiving direction. If you were not needed in this spiritual process, this message would not exist. You are not a spectator. You are the other half of the connection. Now listen carefully. The window of destiny is open right now, but it will not stay open forever. There is a time frame, a spiritual portal during which both of you must align so heaven can unite your paths. That time is not years away. It is near, very near. The angels have revealed the time window. The connection is meant to activate in the upcoming period. Within this period, something will happen that bridges the gap. A meeting, a message, a choice, an invitation, an unexpected encounter, or a sudden event that leads both of you into each other's path. But my child, there is still one final danger. Not a person, not a curse, and not a lack of love. The danger is doubt. If you doubt yourself, you block the energy. If you doubt destiny, you disconnect. If you doubt your worth, you sabotage what heaven has built. Heaven can fight everything except your doubt. That is why Archangel Michael came through with this message to protect your faith. This protection lasts long enough for destiny to meet you in the physical world. I need you to let go of the belief that things like this don't happen for people like you. Heaven says that belief was never yours. It was planted by pain. Miracles do happen to you. Love does choose you. Blessings do belong to you. Good things are not temporary. They are coming to stay. The life you are stepping into will not look like the life you came from. Now comes the part heaven has waited for, the final sign before he appears. You will not have to guess, you will not be confused, and you will not be unsure. The sign will be crystal clear. Someone will mention wealth, money, luxury, a rich person, a mansion, or a powerful person entering your life. It will happen in a way that feels strangely personal. The moment you hear this sign, your timeline has activated. The moment the sign appears, the connection begins. The moment the sign arrives, the countdown ends. The angels want you ready. Ready, emotionally open, and spiritually aligned. They want you present when destiny knocks, and it is closer than you think. There is still more to reveal, including why you were chosen specifically. What your life will look like once he arrives, and the one emotional mistake that could push him away, and how heaven plans to protect this connection after it starts. If you are still here, heaven is watching every second of your consistency. Every moment you remain with this message, the angels place another shield of protection. They place this over your destiny. You may not see it, but something in the spiritual realm is already shifting because you chose not to walk away. My beloved, I want you to understand why you were chosen specifically. There were millions of people God could have aligned him with. People with beauty, status, fame, education, and influence. Yet heaven selected you. Do you know why? Because your heart is rare. You love deeply, but you don't show it easily. You give without expecting anything in return. You care without pretending. You feel without explaining. You heal others even while you are hurting. In heaven knew a man who has everything in the world, but has never tasted real love, needs a heart like yours. My child, life trained you for this love story. Every person who hurt you taught you how to love better. Every person who left you taught you how to stay loyal. Every disappointment taught you patience. Every betrayal taught you discernment. Every heartbreak trains you to recognize real love when it finally arrives. You are not broken. You were being shaped, my beloved, the very qualities that people took for granted. And you will be the qualities he values the most. He will admire the softness you protected despite your pain. He will admire your loyalty in a world where loyalty is rare. He will admire your silence, your ability to understand without shouting, to love without clinging, to care without controlling. To the wrong people, you were too much. To the right person, you will be everything. My child, heaven says something magnificent. Your soul is the blessing he has been praying for. Not your looks, not your status, not your achievement. Documents your soul. He can buy anything in life except peace. He can build anything in life except real love. He can win everything in life except emotional safety. And you hold the one thing no money on earth can buy: emotional safety. My beloved, when he enters your life, something very beautiful will happen. You will not chase him. He will chase you. You will not doubt him. He will reassure you. You will not question his intentions. He will make them clear. You will not wonder if you matter. He will show you consistently. He will not play games. He will not confuse you. He will not disappear. Because a man who has everything and still feels empty does not play with the woman who gives him peace. My child, but heaven also warns you lovingly. There is one emotional mistake that could push him away unintentionally, without malice, without meaning to hurt him. You have been hurt so many times that your heart learned to protect itself. That is natural. But sometimes protection becomes distance. To the wrong people, you were too much. To the right person, you will be everything. My child, heaven says something magnificent. Your soul is the blessing he has been praying for. Not your looks, not your status, not your achievement. Movement's your soul. He can buy anything in life except peace. He can build anything in life except real love. He can win everything in life except emotional safety. And you hold the one thing no money on earth can buy: emotional safety. My beloved, when he enters your life, something very beautiful will happen. You will not chase him. He will chase you. You will not doubt him. He will reassure you. You will not question his intentions. He will make them clear. You will not wonder if you matter. He will show you consistently. He will not play games. He will not confuse you. He will not disappear. Because a man who has everything and still feels empty does not play with the woman who gives him peace. My child, but heaven also warns you lovingly. There is one emotional mistake that could push him away unintentionally, without malice, without meaning to hurt him. You have been hurt so many times that your heart learned to protect itself. That is natural. But sometimes protection becomes distance. Sometimes you say, "I don't care," because caring hurts. Sometimes you act strong because you fear appearing weak. Sometimes you pretend you don't need anyone because you fear abandonment. Sometimes you remain silent because you fear rejection. But this man will not be able to read those signals. If you look disinterested when your heart is afraid, he will think you do not want him. If you respond cold when you feel anxious, he will think you have no feelings for him. If you act distant when you feel vulnerable, he will assume you don't care. My beloved, the angels say this clearly. He does not need perfection. He needs reassurance. You don't need to force it. You don't need to chase him. You don't need to act differently. Just don't hide your heart from the person who is ready to protect it. My child, there is something else I must tell you. This relationship is not just romance. It is purpose. Heaven will use your love to elevate both of you. He will help you achieve the life you always deserved, not because you need saving, but because you deserve. And you will help him find the peace and meaning he has searched for in silence, not because he is weak, but because he deserves to rest. He will open doors for your future. You will open doors for his soul. He will give you stability. You will give him identity. He will protect you physically. You will protect him emotionally. 2 strengths, 2 weaknesses, 2 destinies, 1 purpose. My beloved, heaven already sees both of you married in the spiritual realm, not because of papers or ceremonies, but because of soul alignment. Your spirit already belongs with him, and his spirit already belongs with you. This is why you have felt disconnected from people lately, because your soul already knows it belongs else. My child, when your physical paths cross, you will feel something different. A sudden calmness, a strange familiarity, a silence that feels comfortable, a connection without effort, a sense that life just clicked into place. You will not have to force anything. You will not have to beg for anything. You will not have to prove anything. What is meant for you will arrive already convinced, my beloved. I must now reveal the final stage of heaven's protection. What will happen after the connection begins? Heaven will surround your relationship with spiritual protection. Angels will block jealousy, interference, manipulation, and envy. God will silence the voices of those who wish to influence his decisions. But you must stay aligned with heaven for this protection to remain strong. Stay connected to divine guidance. Stay connected to messages from Archangel Michael. Stay connected to the voice that guards your destiny. My child, heaven does not want you to receive the blessing and then lose it. Heaven wants you to receive it and keep it, because this love is not temporary. This love is not seasonal. This love is not fragile. This love is written. There is more to reveal, including how he will first enter your life, what he will feel the moment he sees you, the changes you will experience once destiny activates, the blessing that will follow the relationship. My child, the angels are ready for you to receive the next revelation. What I am about to say will not just touch your heart. It will prepare your destiny. You deserve to know how he will enter your life. My beloved, destiny does not knock loudly. It arrives softly, silently, unexpectedly. This person will enter your life in a moment that looks ordinary from the outside. To everyone else, it may seem like a simple meeting, a normal conversation, or a small coincidence. But spiritually, my child, it will be one of the most extraordinary moments your soul has ever experienced. It may happen through a sudden encounter, a professional opportunity, a message you did not expect, or a gathering you almost did not attend. It could come through travel, a phone call, a recommendation, a business situation, or even a digital connection that feels unusually deep from the beginning. However it arrives, it will not feel forced. It will not arrive with chaos or pressure. It will not feel dramatic in the way the world expects miracles to feel. It will feel natural, almost too natural, as if heaven arranged it so gently that your heart recognizes it before your mind can question it. My child, the angels say that when this person sees you in person for the first time, something inside them will shift. It will be a silence, a stillness, a sudden recognition they cannot control. Not a recognition of your face alone, but a recognition of your soul. They may not understand why it happens, but in your presence, they will suddenly feel safe. A part of them that usually stays guarded around others will begin to relax without effort. Their emotions, which they normally keep protected, will start to open in a way they cannot explain. And that moment will both frighten them and heal them at the same time, because they have never felt that kind of peace with anyone before. My beloved, many people may admire them, want access to them, or surround them for what they have. Opportunities may follow them, and attention may never be far away. Yet deep inside, they have often felt alone in ways no one else could see. But when they encounter you, that loneliness will pause. For the first time, they will feel seen without needing to perform, explain, or defend themselves. Your presence will speak to a place in them that words have never been able to reach. My child, I want you to understand exactly what will move through them in that moment. A quiet thought will rise inside their spirit. This is the person I have been searching for. They may not say it out loud, and no one around them may notice it, but they will feel it. Even if they try to deny it at first, something within them will know. Their soul will recognize what their mind may need time to accept. That is how heaven often begins the deepest connections, quietly, inwardly, and unmistakably. My beloved, listen carefully. At first, they will observe you in silence, not because they are judging you, but because they are protecting their own heart. They will notice the smallest things about you, the way you speak, the way you listen, the way your energy remains different from everyone else around them.